Raider is perfect for that task. That's why we need it.
One raider won't stop an army.
The Alb's biggest weak point is Elex. With the converters gone, we've cut off their new supplies. Now, we need to take out what they have stockpiled.
How are we going to destroy the barrier generators?
We crippled a similar generator when we attacked the converter here in Idan. All we had to do was target the ventilation port. It took one shot from our ballista to cripple the generator, and that brought the shield down. Your Raider cannon has a lot more power than a ballista. So, if you hit the generator's ventilation port at full power, it will blow and the Ice Palace will lose its defense.
So, what are you planning to do when you get to the hybrid?
Heal him. If we can bring him into contact with a seedling, it will transmute the Elex within him, changing his nature. We can heal him as we heal the planet.
To reach the hybrid, we will need the code to his chamber.
Don't you think I know that? But none of my prisoners have known the code or would give it up. All I have discovered is that it has something to do with the hybrid's past.
But what? The Elexitors are the only ones with access to the hybrid. Anyone below that rank can't enter the chamber unless the hybrid calls them personally.
Then you need to find an Elexitor and get the code out of him.
And what if your plan to transmute all their Elex stocks doesn't work?
If they still have their Elex, we can't fight the Alb army. We will have to target their commanders instead. If we kill the Alb commanders in charge of the defenses around the Ice Palace, the resistance should crumble. With them dead, the soldiers won't stop us getting into the Ice Palace.
You said we could change the hybrid instead of killing him?
We can try and change him with mana. If it doesn't work, the mana will poison him. Is that a problem?
You think killing should be an easy decision?
That thing hasn't hesitated to order the deaths of hundreds, thousands. There is a chance we can convert it, change it with mana. But change him or kill him, he must be stopped.
We should work with the hybrid. His powers can benefit us all. The technology he has created can be used to benefit everyone. If you do want to help all of the free people, then we should make the hybrid work for us. If the mana changes him, we can use his powers to achieve our goals.
His powers do have the potential to help instead of destroy.
The Elexitors say that the hybrid has a greater plan for all of us. That he knows the nature of Elex and why it came to our world. That he has the power to see the future. Before we act, we should find out what the hybrid knows. If we don't gain the knowledge, we could pay the price for it.
Well, if he has a plan that is supposed to benefit us, I haven't seen a sign of it. That thing only wants power. Listen to him if you must, but take this seedling into the chamber with you. You must attach it to the hybrid. That is how we will tame him or kill him.
How far advanced is your plan to transmute the Elex?
The planning is complete. If it works in practice, then all the Elex on Magalan should be transmuted. But I can't control that amount of magical energy on my own. I will need a strong mage to help me. Someone who truly understands the nature of Elex and mana.
Then ask Kaya.
Kaya has the ability. But as for the temperament, this isn't the time for impulsiveness. The magic we'd be channeling if she didn't follow orders.
What other choice do you have?
Well, bold times take bold decision. I'll have to trust her. But she won't listen to a request from me. You must ask her to do it.
The last time I tried to confront Calyx, he didn't come alone. There were Albs patrolling the area where we were to meet. I need to get him alone.
Then you must choose a place yourself. Zardum's old hiding place, for instance. Maybe there you will get a chance to meet Calyx alone.
Why would he come there? Calyx is not one to give up an advantage in a fight alone.
Is there any way you can discredit him? Get his own people to reject him?
No. Calyx is untouchable. He's practically worshipped. Otherwise, he would not have become an Elexiter. The trust of the hybrid is not earned easily. People know that.
Then look into his past. Speak to your father. Perhaps he could tell you something that would help. No one as ambitious as Calyx is without fault.
Everything okay with us?
Butterflies and honey. Stop being so soppy and let's get the job done, you asswipe. Let's find some trouble. You want trouble? You got it.
I have been to the fishing village in Edan.
Then do you understand?
That Calyx and I were born berserkers and not Albs? Do I understand that you killed our parents and carried us off to the Ice Palace as your children? What I don't understand is why.
I wanted heirs. I had achieved much. But I wanted to found a dynasty of the most powerful Albs to follow in my footsteps. But I couldn't have children. So I did what Albs do. I took what I wanted, and I was successful. Look at what you and Kallax achieved. You rose to the very top in Zakor. My legacy was almost complete. You were poised to rule.
We were. Then someone set me up. Now, your bastard children are trying to kill each other.
Yes, all the plans I had shattered.
And how can your plans succeed now? There must be a way for us to achieve the greatness you want.
Yes, but time is pressing. You must act fast. This truth is what you can use to lure Kallax. He wants to hold on to power, and fears that if the truth of his birth became known, then he would lose that power. Threaten to reveal the truth, and Kallax will come to you.
It's good that I know where and how I can challenge Kallax. I will send Kallax a message through my adjutor. I expect he will go there straight away.
That may be so, but be cautious. You know who you are dealing with.
I'm ready to attack the Ice Palace.
You have achieved much, but I am still to understand your intentions.
What do you mean?
Which side are you fighting for? Are you fighting against the hybrid? Or are you only motivated by your need to revenge yourself against the Alexiters?
I am on the side of the free people. Zakor's exploitation of them must be stopped once and for all.
But what are your intentions for the hybrid? Will you admit that he seeks to control the destiny of the Alds? We will only fight alongside you if you share our interests. The hybrid goes, the old directive must be restored. Tell me your intentions.
We should reason with the hybrid. I'm sure he can teach us much.
You still don't get it, do you? You have fallen for the lies of the hybrid, and you would have us follow you back into the
Right. Let's find some trouble.
I have been to the fishing village in Edan.
Then do you understand?
That Calyx and I were born berserkers and not Albs? Do I understand that you killed our parents and carried us off to the Ice Palace as your children? What I don't understand is why.
I wanted heirs. I had achieved much. But I wanted to found a dynasty of the most powerful Albs to follow in my footsteps. But I couldn't have children. So I did what Albs do. I took what I wanted, and I was successful. Look at what you and Calyx achieved. You rose to the very top in Zakor. My legacy was almost complete. You were poised to rule.
We were. Then someone set me up. Now, your bastard children are trying to kill each other.
Yes, all the plans I had shattered.
And how can your plans succeed now? There must be a way for us to achieve the greatness you want.
Yes, the time is pressing. You must act fast. This truth is what you can use to lure Calyx. He wants to hold on to power, and fears that if the truth of his birth became known, then he would lose that power. Threaten to reveal the truth, and Calyx will come to you.
It's good that I know where and how I can challenge Calyx. I will send Calyx a message through my adjutor. I expect he will go there straight away.
That may be so, but be cautious. You know who you are dealing with.
Get out there and get something yourself.
That fucking brute is looking for trouble!
Commander, supplies located.
Thanks, you four.
Hey, have you thought what you'll do when all of this is over?
No.
I can understand that. I've had to fight my entire life. Always thinking about what's just in front of me. You can only survive on Magalan if you're strong enough. if you focus on the things that are dangerous to you.
Yes.
You have to choose your friends carefully, and not just for the sake of survival. It's your friends or companions who make all this make sense. They make it worth fighting for.
So it seems for many people.
And believing in someone. That makes you wonder, what will you be once all this is over? Will you still remain as close?
I suppose that depends on the challenges that are to come.
Yeah, but it's not all about the challenges, is it?
Why? What else is there?
You understand. Just listen to your feelings.
I'm still trying to understand my emotions. They are still confusing.
Of course, I understand. Then let's talk again another time.
Thorold needs your help with this Elix experiment.
So he thinks he's finally done it, does he? That he can take away the fighting strength of the Albs with one act of magic. You should help him. Tell Thorold I'll be there when he starts the experiment.
Can we get out of here?
How are you getting on with the Raider?
We're almost there, but only almost.
What else do you need to get the Raider ready?
One of the control jets must have taken a hit when it came down. If we don't fix that, the only thing you'll be flying is circles.
How do we get a new control jet?
Well, only the Albs build this kind of Raider. So I guess the only place I can think of would be an Alb maintenance center. That means looking near the Ice Palace in Zakor.
So, not easy to get. Here, I got the replacement control jet for the Raider.
Well, that's a good piece of work. I'll get to repairing this right away.
I need that Raider ready. The Albs are gathering strength to attack the free lands. We have to be one step ahead of them.
Well, I almost have the thing done, but... You want to take it to Zakor? Don't forget, half of that crate is mine.
What do I have to pay to buy your half?
Ah, so that's how it is. Then this isn't anything but a job to you, huh? Well, if that's the case, then you will have to hand over some crates packed with shards to pay for my work. So, it'll have to be 5,000 shards.
5,000? Right.
You'll get the Raider when I'm ready. But don't forget to pay me first, okay? And one more thing. Let's not pretend that I don't know who you really are, okay? You've done some impressive stuff, so don't turn out to be a shit in the end, will you? So, when does the Raider have to be ready?
There are a few things to take care of first.
Is there a timescale coming at any point?
Alright, so this is where we're up to. I have to take care of the Alb commanders in Zakor. That way, I can open up a path to get to the Ice Palace without the Alb forces in that area killing me before I've managed to get close. I still have to figure out what the Separatists will do when we march into Zakor. Thorold the Pilgrim is yet to complete his Elix experiment. That must be done before we attack. I still need to learn the access code for the Hybrid's chamber. I need that before I attempt to enter the Ice Palace. I still have to find the shards to buy your half of the Raider.
Well, sounds like there's still something to do. Come back when that's taken care of. I'll make sure that the Raider is prepared. Just make sure you get it done before the whole damn Alb army shows up here. One question. They're saying you're fighting your brother.
So?
So, is this just some big family bust-up? Is there any chance you're gonna turn around and buddy up again? I'm only asking because, you know, this affects the fate of the world and shit.
I will have to confront my brother Calyx sooner or later. The Elexitors must fall.
Right. You think you're strong enough for that?
I don't know. We will see.
Right. Don't get killed. I mean that. And not just because you dying would land the rest of us in the shit. I've, you know, got used to having you around.
All right, so this is where we're up to. I have to take care of the Alb commanders in Zakor. That way, I can open up a path to get to the Ice Palace without the Alb forces in that area killing me before I've managed to get close. I still have to figure out what the Separatists will do when we march into Zakor. Thorold the Pilgrim is yet to complete his Elix experiment. That must be done before we attack. I still need to learn the access code for the Hybrid's chamber. I need that before I attempt to enter the Ice Palace. I still have to find the shards to buy your half of the Raider.
Well, sounds like there's still something to do. Come back when that's taken care of. I'll make sure that the Raider is prepared. Just make sure you get it done before the whole damn Alb army shows up here.
Here, the 5,000 shards for the Raider.
Okay. Sad to lose it, though. I'll hand the Raider over to you when you're ready.
Everything okay with us?
Butterflies and honey. Stop being so soppy and let's get the job done, you asswipe. supposed to be.
Kaya will help with the experiment.
She will? And is she ready now?
Why don't you ask yourself?
You're not the only mage, Kaya. I'm certain of my findings. 90% certain. 60 or 70% at worst. But if we pull it off, who's to know we were ever worried? Everything is ready. We can begin immediately.
You should begin the experiment now.
So be it. Keep your distance. This could be dangerous for anybody close by. We failed. We were close, but Zarda must have known what we were planning. I can't try again alone. Even if we can find Kaya, it would take weeks to recalibrate everything before attempting that again. We must move to attack the Ice Palace as soon as we can. If they are this intent on stopping us, the hybrid must be close to achieving his plans.
What about Kaya?
Kidnapping her has stopped me making any further progress with my plans. But then killing her would also have stopped the transmutation. So why did he kidnap her? Zarda must have seen the same power in Kaya that you did. He must be planning to use that power for himself in some way.
He was interested in her. He asked me to find her. That can't be a coincidence. Where do you think Zardom has taken Kaya?
Zakor. His ambition has always been to take command there. He seeks a chance to rule. So, he'll want to keep an eye on things in the Ice Palace. He will be close to there.
What if Zardom wasn't responsible for your failure? What if something else stopped your transmutation?
His intervention is the only thing that makes sense.
You don't seem certain.
The only other explanation is that Elex itself was resisting the transformation. But that's not probable.
Not probable or not possible?
Resistance would imply purpose, consciousness. And Elex is a substance, not an entity. It isn't alive.
Kaya thought Elex could be alive.
What are you talking about?
She said that's what she felt. That Elex is more than a substance, that it communicated with her. Couldn't that be what went wrong?
What you're saying is impossible. Kaya is able enough when it comes to magic, but she's misinterpreted what she's seen. I've run experiments on Elex, studied it for years, and I've seen nothing to indicate that what you're saying is true. How could Kaya just stumble on something like this in the time she's had?
What will you do now that the experiments failed?
We must take the fight to the hybrid. It seems an assault on the Ice Palace is the only way to end this war. We will see each other again in Zakor. But we will stand against each other as enemies there. I know you want to protect the hybrid. And I can see no future for Magellan while that abomination still lives. The hybrid must be killed.
I know you're here, Calyx. Show yourself so we can end this.
Where is the tactical skill that had the hybrid ready to appoint you one of the chosen? There you stand in the open, ready to be picked off. How vulnerable your feelings have made you.
What brought you here, Calyx? I sent you one message, and you came running?
So, you know about our past? Wardick should have kept our secret. I will not let you spread the story further. I will keep my honor.
That sounds like emotion to me, Calyx. Fear, anger, confusion. Which of those drove your attempt to murder me?
Murder? You failed your mission. The directive is clear. Failure of a mission is punishable by execution. Is that why you really came here, Jax? Are you ready to die?
What did you mean, appoint me to the Chosen?
All Albs the hybrid sees as having Alexitor potential have a biocore chip implanted to maximize their efficiency. They and others he sees the potential in. We have been selected to serve his future, to ensure the future comes to pass. You had been chosen to evolve to the next level. The hybrid had even had you implanted with a chip ready to communicate with you, so he could guide your thoughts.
If I have a chip, then why hasn't the hybrid ordered me back to Zakor? How can I have my free will?
Because you got lucky. Your chip must have been damaged when I attempted to execute you. That is the only explanation.
Convenient that your proof has been destroyed.
Tell me, Jax, do you never see images you can't explain? Visions?
Yes.
Some of those will be memories. Others are thoughts that spring from your connection to the hybrid. He sees the future, the plans of the free people. All of Magalan and some of those visions will have leaked into your mind through the chip.
How long have you known that we are the children of berserkers?
I have always known. You were too young to remember, but I have always remembered the faces of my real parents. But they too are irrelevant. We benefited from the fact we were taken from the berserkers.
Something is wrong with the hybrid. Committing yourself to him will only destroy you.
The hybrid is the only way we can survive.
His understanding of evolution and his ability to see the future are the only ways that we can save Magalan. So he says, but what proof is there? And what is it he sees in the future?
The future is for the hybrid to know.
The future can be decided by anyone. We can build a future together instead of killing hundreds at the word of the hybrid.
Your opinion has become clouded by emotion. You no longer see the purity of the hybrid's vision.
When the hybrid is defeated by an outcast, then you will see his flaws. I will ensure that happens. I must speak to the hybrid directly. What is the code to his chamber?
Only Alexiters can be told that. You are no Alexitor.
I know the code has something to do with the hybrid's past, but all I know of his past is that the Albs found him, that he showed our leaders the future and took control of our people.
The past is irrelevant. All that counts is the future.
So why does the hybrid hide this? What is it about his past that he wants to stay hidden? You saw his past when you had an audience with him.
What I saw is irrelevant.
The universe, skies stretching to infinity. Does that relate to the code? You said Tarek talked about the old world. Is that a clue? Come on, Calyx. You know there is more to this. I know you wanted answers then. You must still want them.
I serve the directive. The law demands the death of those who learn it illegally.
So I'm right. It is something to do with his past, with what you saw.
The past is irrelevant.
You expect me to believe that you have never wondered about the code? It could be anything. It would be logical for it to be random. It would be efficient to change it, but instead the code remains the same and is rumored to link to his past. Doesn't that sound emotional? Why would he stick with something like that? It has to mean something.
You are allowing your own emotions to cloud your thinking.
Our world is in the hands of the hybrid. We should know what makes him who he is.
The past is irrelevant. All that counts is the future. The hybrid must achieve supremacy. You have come to me with the emotion and twisted logic of the free people. Listening to you any longer is a waste of time. I will end this here and now. You will not stand against me.
Something to do with the hybrid's past. In the vision that Calyx saw, Calyx's reaction proves I'm on the right track, and it has something to do with the old world. Perhaps it might mean something to Harley. He knows a lot about old world installations.
I have nothing to say to you.
I knew Zardom must have brought you here.
The feel of this place is terrible. Where are we?
In Zardom's hideout. on the border between Abessa and Zakor.
That explains the disturbance in the Elix.
Where is he? Where is Zardom?
I don't know. He hasn't been here for a long time.
Well, then he must have got what he wanted. That means he's gone to the Ice Palace.
That bastard paralyzed me and left me here. He must have planned that all along. Why didn't he just kill me?
He must have wanted to use your strength. It must have been part of his plan to regain his place in the Ice Palace. But you must have been too strong for him.
Well, why ever he left me alive, it was a mistake. I won't let him surprise me like that again. Thank you for looking for me.
How are you?
I'm doing all right, thank you. This struggle will determine the fate of all the people on Magalan.
You'd better have a reason for waking me up.
Follow me.
Okay. We should go. It's dangerous here.
You should go back to Origin.
All right.
Now, Zakor is using Elix and harvesting almost none. That can't go on for long. The Ice Palace must know they are going to get new resources soon. They must have plans to remedy this shortage.
Follow me.
Yeah.
All you'll find in Zakor is death and misery.
Have you heard anything from Zakor?
That isn't enough.
Elix. They'll do anything for it.
Nothing is safe these days.
How are you?
I'm doing all right, thank you.
Join us and find yourself. This is me, Herbert.
If I'm watching your back and you're watching mine, then who's watching what's out there?
Is everything okay with us?
Hey, you're alive, I'm alive. That's gotta be good, right?
I have to get my thoughts together. My mind's still a bit of a mess.
Do you think we make a good team, Duras?
Two experienced warriors like us? I feel like there is nothing we cannot do. The Ice Palace must fall. Otherwise, we all lose.
When can we go?
met with my brother Calyx, the Alexitor.
Ah, really? And you beat him, right? Then we should be happy you're not in pieces. I mean, that guy's a maniac, right?
My brother won't trouble us anymore. But this is far from over.
So, this is more than just a family feud. So what's the problem?
The Albs are led by the hybrid. It is him they serve. It is him they pledge their lives to. But I don't know why. I don't know what he is planning for the Albs, or for Magellan. Everything that happens, that has happened for generations, is because of the hybrid. Only he can answer my questions. Only he can end this war.
So, what are you planning?
If I am to get the answers I need, then I have to find a way to get to the hybrid in the Ice Palace. But that means I need to get the code to access his chamber.
Do you know where you can get it?
All that I know is the code has something to do with the hybrid's past, and has something to do with stars, the universe, infinite skies.
Infinite skies. Hey, that's something I've seen before in a couple of places. But where? Where? Yeah, I got it. There's an old industrial complex out to the southwest of Idan where I found some stuff that mentioned that. An old lab there. But, nah, forget it. Why would that have anything to do with the hybrid?
You mean the old world ruins at the foot of the mountain? Where I found the first replacement part for the Raider?
Yeah, that's the place. That's where I saw those words. It could be a coincidence, but... weird, huh? I mean, maybe you can find the answer there.
Perhaps, but there's only one way to find out, and that means going there.
Okay, now it'll get interesting.
Have you seen Warbeck, my father?
I thought he was traveling with you. I don't know where he is now.
I'm ready to attack the Ice Palace.
You have achieved much, but I am still to understand your intentions.
What do you mean?
Which side are you fighting for? Are you fighting against the hybrid? Or are you only motivated by your need to revenge yourself against the Alexiters?
This is not about sides. Ending this war is in everyone's best interest.
But what are your intentions for the hybrid? Will you admit that he seeks to control the destiny of the Owls? We will only fight alongside you if you share our interests. The hybrid goes, the old directives must be restored. Tell me your intentions.
to fight in Zakor or fight me here?
That all depends on your intentions for the hybrid. So tell me, what are you thinking?
We should reason with the hybrid. I'm sure he can teach us much.
You still don't get it, do you? You have fallen for the lies of the hybrid, and you would have us follow you back into the madness. We cannot take that risk.
I told you that all must comply with the hybrid's will. That includes you.
Then we will fight you with everything we have.
Don't get away from me!
I'll crush you!
Everything okay with us?
Butterflies and honey. Stop being so soppy and let's get the job done, you asswipe.
Have you seen Warbeck, my father?
I thought he was traveling with you. I don't know where he is now.
I'm ready to attack the Ice Palace.
You have achieved much, but I am still to understand your intentions.
What do you mean?
Which side are you fighting for? Are you fighting against the hybrid? Or are you only motivated by your need to revenge yourself against the Alexiters?
The Alexiters are our common enemy. That should be enough.
But what are your intentions for the hybrid? Will you admit that he seeks to control the destiny of the Owls? We will only fight alongside you if you share our interests. The hybrid goes, the old directives must be restored. Tell me your intentions.
The hybrid's power should rule. Zakor should subjugate the free people.
You still don't get it, do you? You have fallen for the lies of the hybrid, and you would have us follow.
Have you seen Warbeck, my father?
I thought he was traveling with you. I don't know where he is now.
I'm ready to attack the Ice Palace.
You have achieved much, but I am still to understand your intentions.
What do you mean?
Which side are you fighting for? Are you fighting against the hybrid? Or are you only motivated by your need to revenge yourself against the Alexiters?
I am on the side of the free people. Zakor's exploitation of them must be stopped once and for all.
But what are your intentions for the hybrid? Will you admit that he seeks to control the destiny of the Alps? We will only fight alongside you if you share our interests. The hybrid goes, the old directives must be restored. Tell me your intentions.
We should reason with the hybrid. I'm sure he can teach us much.
You still don't get it, do you? You have fallen for the lies of the hybrid, and you would have us follow you back into the madness. We cannot take that risk.
I told you that all must comply with the hybrid's will. That includes you.
Then we will fight you with everything we have.
I'm with you.
We don't tolerate things like that around here.
That's enough of that. That's enough of that. That's enough of that.
It's on now, asshole.
You bastard! Now this is a place we can have some fun. You want trouble? You got it. That fucking brute is looking for trouble. I'll crush you! Brute is looking for trouble. You bastard! Someone's looking for trouble. I'll crush you! I'll crush you! I'll crush you! Let's find some trouble. Fight! You want trouble? You got it.
Everything okay with us?
Butterflies and honey. Stop being so soppy and let's get the job done, you asswipe. Fight! gotta be some action here. Let's finish them! You'll regret that. I'm here! looking for trouble. Okay, now it'll get interesting.
Everything okay with us?
Butterflies and honey. Stop being so soppy and let's get the job done, you asswipe. That fucking brute is looking for trouble! I'm here! Coming! Now this is a place we can have some fun.
Too easy.
Let's find some trouble. I'll crush you! fucking brute is looking for trouble! Haha, fight! There's gotta be some action here. Brute is looking for trouble. That fucking brute is looking for trouble. Trouble? You got it. I'm coming. That fucking brute is looking for trouble. Haha, fight. Brute is looking for trouble. You want trouble? You got it. looking for trouble. Okay, now it'll get interesting. Haha, fight! He's looking for trouble! Now this is a place we can have some fun.
Everything okay with us?
Butterflies and honey. Stop being so soppy and let's get the job done, you asswipe. You want trouble? You got it. Haha, fight! You want trouble? You got it. I'm here! You want trouble? You got it. You want trouble? You got it. I'm here! Right. Let's find some trouble. That fucking brute is looking for trouble! Fucking brute is looking for trouble! You want trouble? You got it. be some action here.
How did you find me?
I'm starting to understand your plans and habits.
You know my plans?
Yes, but you won't succeed in taking the place of the first Alexitor.
And who will stop me? You. You will learn to fear the mutant force that serves me. If you don't, you will die.
Give up, Zardom. Most of your mutants are dead. The others will be soon.
It's only my death that would be of consequence. Or the death of my enemy. Or the death of my enemy.
Your time is over, Zardom. Accept that, if you want to live.
That's my choice.
I will let you live, but only if you disappear and never return.
I will go. But know this, Jax. There will come a day when we see each other again. You must remember the power you had when you were an Alb. One day, I will make you realize what you have given up. One day, you will beg for forgiveness.
Too easy. I'm in.
Okay, now it'll get interesting. looking for trouble! You want trouble? You got it. That fucking brute is looking for trouble! That fucking brute is looking for trouble! Haha, wait! You want trouble? You got it. Now this is a place we can have some fun. That fucking brute is looking for trouble! What a fucking wreck.
My name is Lori Stetton, and I'm reporting to you direct from the Infinite Skies complex on Rocky Coast. Just an hour ago, this entire facility was shut down by the environmental authorities, and authorities have opened an investigation into the executive management, with Infinite Skies standing accused of covering up leaks and environmental pollution on a scale unprecedented in the history of this coastline. Legal insiders are already talking about a multi-billion settlement that could see the company face closure. We'll bring you more details as soon as they are released.
How do you think we're doing working together?
You are not the commander you were in Zakor. Your Elix withdrawal must be affecting you.
How are you doing, Falk?
It is hard to say right now. Let me think further. Developing a logical understanding of what happens around you is a worthwhile goal. It is easier to understand the world when you see it reacting to something. It certainly reacts to you. And you seem to have learned from what you've seen. Many of your decisions appear to be logical. Although I have observed that many people achieve their goals despite acting impulsively and irrationally.
Fucking countryside.
Alright, so this is where we're up to. I still need to learn the access code for the Hybrid's chamber. I need that before I attempt to enter the Ice Palace.
Well, sounds like there's still something to do. Come back when that's taken care of. I'll make sure that the raider is prepared. Just make sure you get it done before the whole damn Alb army shows up here.
Well, this is all fucked, isn't it? Trouble. Right. Let's find some trouble.